Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the action. We are coming to you live from Copenhagen. Time to meet the players from England. Relentless Ryan Joyce. Ladies and gentlemen from Austria, and the winner of the Champions League, would you please welcome the gentle Mentor Suljovic!
Well, the evening session well underway. A last leg thriller between the King and the Maximizer. And Merv has made it through to the final day of action here at the Danish Darts Open. Thanks, baby. In the words of the King himself, kind of cryptically. He will take on the winner of Rob Cross and Steve Beaton, a clash of world champions later on this evening. But we've got a major champion on stage right now, the Champions League of Darts winner, Mentor Suljovic, winner of the opening World Series of Darts event of the year in front of a world record crowd in Germany, Gelsenkirchen, 20,000 people there to see Mentor go all the way and lift the trophy, beating Dimitri Vandenberg in the final. But you cannot underestimate his opponent here. Ryan Joyce is making waves in the PDC. He is a very, very capable player. He may not have done anything completely outlandish yet. He's not gone and won a title or made a final or gone and thrown 120 average or anything mad like that. But consistently, he is winning games and winning clutches of games together. And he does have it in him to go and take Mentor out of this tournament and book his place in the third round, where Darren Webster awaits the number 11 seed. I'm Dan Dawson. Chris Murphy joins me in the commentary box for this one. It is the gentle Mentor Suljovic and relentless Ryan Joyce.
Game on. Yeah, it will be interesting to see Ryan Joyce up against an experienced player, a winner on the European Tour stage, a winner on the World Series and the Champions League, of course, last year, Mentor Suljovic. And Joyce, who has been performing excellently in the floor events. Let's see what he can do on the European Tour stage, gaining in experience in the PDC. And certainly is a very, very capable player. The highlight of his win yesterday, that 1-3-2 checkout. A couple of bullseyes and double 16.
100.
Well, Ryan Joyce, he's at a semi-final and a quarter-final in the Players' Championship Series. He only played 3 of the UK Open qualifiers and didn't win anything there, so we didn't see him at the UK Open. But he's regularly winning his board. So the way those Pro Tour events are set up, you have 128 players, and you have 8 players on each board, 16 of them. So to win your board, you've got to win 3 games, and there'll be 2 seeded players on each of those boards as well. So the fact that Ryan Joyce just keeps on doing it You're in semi-final, quarter-final, board final, second round, board final, last 16, then 3 more last 16s. I mean, it just carries on winning games, and he's not, as I say, finding himself in the semis, in the quarters, in the final over and over again. Although he has had a couple of good days. But he keeps on picking up 1,500 quid, or a grand here, 2 grand there.
Suljovic looking at Shanghai for the opening leg. There's the treble. There's the single. Easy as you like. There's the double. 1-0 Mensah Suljovic.
Game on.
15 darter, hold a throw. Mensah already at that 100 average, and you expect that he can just tick along at that sort of level
94.
right the way through. Ryan Joyce.
100.
Been around darts for a few years, but didn't really do the PDC until this year because he didn't have a sponsor. It's a bit too expensive to go travelling all over the world. Of course, they got rid of entry fees for Pro Tour events, which saves players a few grand a year as well. So he's had a full refit, you know, dart shirt, nickname, everything. And he's looking the part, but against Mensah right now, he may
57.
have to put in one of the best displays we've seen from him if he's going to live with the gentle in this kind of mood, the Austrian number 1.
Couldn't find a treble in that visit, and that means that Suljovic has a couple of visits to clean up 161, and that would be a break of throw.
Mensah hasn't faced Ryan Joyce before. Partly down to Mensah not playing some of the tour events this year because he was involved in the Premier League. But that little visit from Joyce will just let Mensah know that not somebody with which to trifle.
He's on the second leg. Mensah.
Another sweet finish for Suljovic, who doubles his lead
with another 15 darter.
It's not just because he was in the Premier League, Mensah Suljovic, is it? Because
third leg Mensah to
ducked out of tournaments
Game on.
since he was eliminated from the Premier League.
Yes.
Also, he's ducked out of the midweek events coming up in Barnsley on Tuesday and Wednesday, which you can watch live on PDT TV, of course. A busy time for the Pro Tour darts. Then we head to Hamburg for European Tour event 9, back in Germany for the first time in 4 Euro Tour events.
It'll be the longest spell we've been away from Germany in the history of the Euro Tour over the last 5 years.
Well, no German hopes left here in Denmark after Hopp was sent packing by Mervyn King. But apart from one player left after this match, it's all UK-based players.
He's quite a good one, though, isn't he? The one that we've got.
He's all right.
83.
The world number 1, Michael van Gerwen. Won the last European Tour event. In Gibraltar in between then, Rob Cross and Peter Wright picked up titles. They're both in action here too.
Yes, the victory in Gibraltar, Michael van Gerwen's 25th European Tour crown. Unreal, considering that the next best effort from anybody is Peter Wright, who's got 6, not even a quarter of the titles that Van Gerwen has picked up.
121 as you require 127.
And Mensur to make it 3 consecutive 15 darters. Treble 19. Would have left the bullseye, but for the first time Mensur blinks, and Ryan Joyce.
105.
Can he take this out? He's got options for this. Starts on the 19s. Moves to the 18s, but can't find any trebles.
57. Make sure you require 68.
I would imagine he'll look at the 20 segment, and if he hits a single, he'll stay there for another one. He's hit the treble anyway, so it's double 4.
You shot the third leg, Manchester.
And he hits the double. And races into a 3-leg lead in this second round match. The number 6 seed here, Mensur Suljovic.
140.
Darren Webster, a winner in this quarter of the draw. It is him who awaits the winner of this match. Gerwyn Price, despite his Achilles injury, managed to see off Jelle Klaassen earlier, so the number 14 seed and Welsh number 1 is safely through, and Mensur Suljovic just looks untroubled at the minute. Peter Wright in this section of the draw as well. We'll see Peter Wright open his campaign in the very next match against Barry Lynn, the Essex bin man, the underdog hero of the UK Open a couple of years back.
Let's see if the underdog can repeat his tricks when he takes on Snakebite Wright in the next match. And then
133.
Epic highlight of the evening, Michael Smith against Adrian Lewis. But Suljovic is producing a few highlights of his own here. Now looking at treble 16. Because he loves that. And he's loving this. And they're loving this. Perhaps the only man who isn't is that man there, Ryan Joyce.
Yes, well, 15 darter, 15 darter, 17 darter, 11 darter. Mensur Suljovic firing in a ton plus average. Ryan Joyce, hey look, it's low to mid 90s, it's not bad, but he has not been allowed a single dart at double in this match. Mensur's some of his best stuff. In fact, to be honest, Mensur's rise as a PDC player was built largely on the European Tour. His exploits on the Euro Tour kind of foreshadowed all those runs that he had in things like the Grand Prix when he was rising to prominence, before he eventually claimed that major title with the Champions League last year. And he is such a consistent performer. He is so well liked by the fans across Europe. He is a very, very difficult opponent to face on the European Tour.
100.
There aren't many more difficult, to be honest.
You see, Suljovic just a little over that 100 average. And it's been a very, very comfortable evening's work so far for the gentle.
Yeah, his scoring hasn't been quite as good, but his finishing is 80% at the minute, which is why
140.
that average is still so high. And he's left himself the Shanghai finish he took out in the very first leg. Ryan Joyce is bamboozled and baffled because he hit a ton 40 to leave a bogey number. He does leave the Mensur, but will he get a go at it?
Well, last time it was perfect, this, wasn't it, in leg 1? Treble 21st. Well, he's just doing it the other way for good fun, because that was nowhere near.
Well, finally, Ryan Joyce gets a dart at a double in this match, and it's at Mensor's favourite double.
And you've shown the fifth player, Ryan Joyce.
And it's a breaker throw as well.
Game on.
So the man from the northeast, he will not be whitewashed, and maybe he could mount some stirring comeback here, because his game against Krzysztof Ratajski in the first round, he won it 6-2, despite Krzysztof averaging more than him all the way through the match. Just kept doing the right thing at the right time, and there was 132 checkout in there that was probably the best example of that. And his average is up at 98 now, Ryan Joyce. Not done a great deal wrong, it's just that Mensor's been a dart or two ahead right the way through the game until that last leg.
Well, that could be a little bit of a slip from Ryan Joyce, who's hoping to manoeuvre a way back into this match. And Suljovic is smelling blood.
140.
Could have gone for the bullseye with a final dart.
Yeah,
himself a two-darter.
He is a player who uses the bullseye a lot, Mensor.
100.
He may use it first dart here, you know. What's his decision? No, conventional, but unsuccessful.
49.
So Ryan Joyce to get another leg on the board. I saw him in his very first European Tour match have to come back from a long way behind.
58.
That was in Zwolle.
52.
And now he's having to rely on this man missing, something he doesn't do on the outer ring very much. But he's missed twice there, and by some distance.
Ryan, you require 30.
What does Joyce do here? Straight for it.
Mensor, you require 16.
Can't find the double. Mensor gets another crack. And Mensor moves a leg away. Swatting away Ryan Joyce. Mrs. Mensor looks on, along with his management team here in the crowd at the Bromby Hall. More than 2,000 fans in this evening. Always a question mark when you go to a new territory, whether they'll buy into it straight away. Well, I think, to be honest, you can already rule that the Danish Darts Open has been a success. First time the Euro Tour's come to this country.
Yeah, I'm sure it will become a fixture on the European Tour calendar.
And with talk of even more territories being added next year, it is starting to feel like a true European tour. A couple in the Netherlands this year. Obviously, you've got the slightly strange anomaly that is Gibraltar. Plenty in Germany, but with Denmark added and Austria. Seeing a range of different countries represented. Seeing some strong showings from the Nordic and Baltic players. And Mensor very much the leading light of Austrian darts. Looks to be powering through to the final day of action here at the Danish Darts Open. This year, Mensor perhaps has been a little disappointing in some of the European Tour events we've seen him. He's regularly gone out the last 16 stage. He made the quarterfinals, the Dutch Darts Masters, and the semi-finals in his native Austria.
100.
But this kind of display suggests he might do a little bit better than that. Double 16 for a 6-1 win.
Well, 3 just planted outside the wire. And now Joyce looking to do what Suljovic did in leg 1. Double top to stay alive.
Easy.
And I think that will be that. Ensor doesn't miss many on the outer ring. He's already missed 3. It would be a shocker for him to miss 3 more. And he doesn't do it. He completes a routine 6-1 victory. His first look at Ryan Joyce and Ryan's first look at Mensur. Now you know what the gentle's all about, Ryan.
Mensur Suljovic moves through to the 3rd round of the Danish Darts Open. Ryan Joyce for the 2nd time made it through to the 2nd day, but yet to make it through to the 3rd and final day on the European Tour. Coming up next, we've got the number 2 seed and number 3 seed, Michael Smith taking on Adrian Lewis. But before that, Peter Snakebite Wright goes up against Barry Lynn. That's after we've heard from Mensur Suljovic, who's downstairs talking to Dan.
It's okay, you can say hello to your wife in a moment. Mensur, congratulations, a 6-1 win, a strong start to the tournament for you.
Yes, I'm a strong starter. My double not coming. 4-3 leg, 1 dart finish. I'm happy I win this game, really.
We play in the Netherlands, we play in Germany, we play in Austria, Gibraltar, Denmark now, and the crowds are turning up. It's fantastic, the European Tour, isn't it?
Really, I never play in Denmark. Respect for the crowd, respect for the body. What's doing? This is brilliant.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Champions League of Darts winner, Mensur Suljovic. He is into the last 16 of the Danish Darts Open.